Hi, welcome to the table with Tony D. I'm Tony D. Today's date is April 16th, 2020, which today is my homegirl birthday, so I gotta wish her a happy birthday. But basically, I want to say that millions of Americans in their bank accounts they received the stimulus check from, I guess the coronavirus or whatever was their purpose to get the economy jumping again, a jump start or whatever. But everybody basically, a lot of Americans received their money. But it's some issues with it. The glitch, the website that they made for you to be able to check the statuses of your stimulus crashed, and this is the real catcher. I don't know if the tax name plays, so I don't want to say it and get it wrong, but I think it's AGI. I think it's AGI or
customer service needed in the beauty appliance department.
Like AGI or something like that. Well, when you get your taxes done or whatever, or you do your taxes, I guess when you go to H&R Block or, when I would have a tax preparer do my taxes, it would be a part where it asks you for your, direct deposit, and it asks you for the tax preparers. They're taking their fee from out of your whatever, however that go or whatever. But this is why I don't like going to tax places. And, not to say that sometimes your taxes can be complicated. Most of the times your taxes can be pretty complicated. So for situations like that, I understand, but I really think people need to take the time out and learn how to do your own damn taxes. Hell, TurboTax, if you can use TurboTax. If you're making that much money that you can't use TurboTax, then, I understand everybody can't use TurboTax. But, however, TurboTax pretty much is a step-by-step thing. And there's nothing's going to go through on TurboTax that has a mistake. TurboTax don't do mistakes, and if they do, they correct it. But to make a long story short, and the same account that I've been having my tax return go to, I've been having go to for over 10 years. So whenever the IRS saying they're dropping something or this, that, and the third, I know what account it's going to go to. You get what I'm saying? So basically, in a nutshell is you have to stay on top of your money. Like I'm the one to talk about finances, but you have to stay on top of your money. And, when you're going to these tax places or whatever, even if it's a rush card, even if you having your funds loaded onto a rush card, what I don't agree with, I would put a bank or however. Walmart has a really good card, a really good debit card that I've been using for a very long time. I have bank accounts too, but when it comes to certain money, you get what I'm saying, I prefer it. That's just me personally. But anytime the IRS drops something or a stimulus or something come or whatever, I know where to go to and I know where to expect it. So my only thing about it is that they saying that the people in the AGI, ATI, whatever, I hope I get to say, what's it, ATC? ATC, that's what it is, ATC. They've been receiving death threats because a lot of stimulus money went into the tax preparers' accounts and not to the people that were supposed to get it. That's why it's important for you to stay on top of your money. I'm the last person to talk about finances, but it's important for you to stay on top of your money. So from what I was hearing, they were saying that they were getting death threats, and it's been a whole uproar over that or whatever. People need their money or whatever, and hopefully everybody get what they need. But I'm gonna tell you something. $1,200 ain't nothing. It's nothing. So my advice to anybody is pay your bills with this money. Get your groceries with this money. Get your backup plan with this money. Fortunately, I'm fortunate enough and blessed enough to have my jobs, So even still, put it to good use, because things are going to get a lot worse before they get better. So y'all don't go out here rushing and doing this and doing that. Buy you one little trinket if you want something. Buy you something small, but hold on to that money. I'm not just talking to y'all. I'm talking to myself too. In other news, I'm gonna do a blog on this. If I'm not too tired, I might even try to get it done tonight. If I'm not too tired. But in other news, Britney Spears, honey, my girlfriend Britney. You know I love me some Britney. Ooh, I've seen her live in concert twice, but she's on. I didn't even see the actual video, but she's out there dancing to Justin Timberlake, calling him a genius. He did write a hot song for her. He wrote a couple hot songs for her, but you don't know what it's like to be me is one of my favorite Britney Spears songs. And what else he wrote? He wrote something off of the Blackout album. He wrote something from the Britney. He wrote something on the Blackout album. I don't know if he wrote anything else, but they went through a tumultuous breakup with the whole thing with the whole Cry Me a River video and him using her body double in the video or whatever. And we'll get to that on a later date. We'll get to that when I talk about this. I've been talking about doing this Britney video forever, but to make a long story short, yeah, so she was on somewhere yesterday praising him. I don't praise shit the fuck he do because what he did to Janet was dirty, and that's just my opinion. The man makes good music. He makes good music. I don't know, that's a whole nother video. We'll talk about that later, but pretty much, everybody, y'all got this stimulus money. Be safe. If you have it, don't tell everybody you got it because it ain't nobody fucking business. Just, deposit it, load it onto your cards, and hold on to it. Don't spend all that money in one spot, all right? Now, I will go back to eating my pizza. But I wish y'all, everybody, just be cool, all right? And just stay at home and just do whatever it is you've been doing, all right? And shout out to my homegirl, April. Happy birthday, all right? I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.